I'm going to talk about how to factor trinomials when a does not equal 1. So how do you factor trinomials when a does not equal 1? What you always want to start off with is looking for a GCF. You want to look for a greatest common factor that you can evenly divide out of all three terms. Then you're going to multiply the a and c values and then find the factors of this product a times c that'll add to equal b. Then finally you're going to use something called factoring by grouping to factor the entire trinomial. So let's look at an example. So here we have 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. First, I'm going to check for a GCF. There's no number that will evenly divide 3, 5, and 2, so there is no GCF. So now, instead, I'm going to multiply a and c. So if I multiply a times c, that's 3 times 2, which equals 6. And then I'm going to find the factors of 6 that are going to add up to equal b. Well, b is 5. So remember the rules of positive and negative signs? Those apply to these kind of problems also. So 6 is positive, so I know that I need 2 positive or 2 negative factors. And since b is positive, I know my 2 factors are going to be positive. So the factors of 6 are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. So 1 plus 6 is 7. That's not the right set. 2 plus 3 is 5. So that is the correct set of factors I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this original trinomial, but I'm going to expand out the 5x term. So what I do is I write 3x squared plus, and then I use these two factors. I write them as 2x plus 3x, and then plus 2. So what I've done here is I've taken this trinomial, and I've taken that 5x and written it as this sum. So what I do now is I want to group my terms together so that I can find a GCF. So I'm going to rearrange this a little. I'm going to put 3x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 2. And then I'm going to look at the GCF of the terms 2 at a time. So the GCF of 3x squared and 3x is 3x. So if I factor out a 3x, I'm left with x plus 1. Plus here of 2x and 2, I can factor out a 2. Leaving me with x plus 1. So now I can factor out that x plus 1. So this is x plus 1 times 3x plus 2. So let's look at another example. So here's 3x squared plus 22x plus 7. So I don't have a GCF here, but I am going to look at my a and c terms. A times c is 3 times 7. Which is 21. So if I look at the factors of 21 that are going to add up to b, I get 1 and 21 and 3 and 7. So c is positive and b is positive, so I know I need 2 positive factors. So let's add these up. 1 plus 21 is 22. So that is the correct set of factors. So now when I write this, I write 3x squared plus 1x plus 21x plus 7. And then I group my 2 sets of factors. So the common factor of 3x squared and 1x is x. So you see I can pull out an x, and then I write 3x plus 1. Plus, here out of 21x and 7, I can factor out a 7, leaving me with 3x plus 1. So now if I rewrite this is going to be 3x plus 1 times x plus 7. So let's look at this. So here we have 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. And we don't have a GCF for 2, 5, and 3. So let's go ahead and multiply a times c. So let's multiply 2 times 3, which gives us 6. So we need 2 factors of 6 that are going to add up to 5. So the factors of 6 are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 are the factors that are going to add up to 5. So let's expand out our trinomial. So it'll be 2x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 3. We put our terms together 2 at a time. So the GCF of 2x squared and 2x is going to be 2x, leaving me with x plus 1. Plus, out of 3x and 3, the GCF is 3, leaving me with x plus 1. So when I write this out, this is going to be x plus 1 times 2x plus 3. So let's look at this example. So we have 4x squared, 5x, and 1. So there is no GCF to these three terms. So A, B, and C. A times C is going to be 4 times 1, which is 4. The factors of 4 are 1 and 4, and 2 and 2. Since B is positive, we need two positive factors, and the correct sum is 1 and 4. So if we write this out, we can write this as 4x squared plus 1x plus 4x plus 1. So if I write out my factors, 4x squared and 1x have a common factor of x. So this is x times 4x plus 1. Plus, here they have no common factor. So if they don't have a common factor, you just factor out a 1. So that's going to be 1 times 4x plus 1. So when I finally write my factors, I have this factor of 4x plus 1 times whatever's left, which is x plus 1. So let's look at this problem. So here it's a 6x cubed plus 18x squared minus 60. So remember, you always do want to check for a GCF first. And if you look at these three terms, there is a GCF. Notice I can factor out a 6 and I can factor out an x from all three terms. That'll leave me with x squared plus 3x minus 10. And so now this is a trinomial where a doesn't equal 1. So I just have to look at the factors of c. So c equals negative 10. So I need to factor negative 10 so that it adds up to 3. So negative 10, remember, if I'm going to get a negative product, I need a positive and a negative factor. And since b is positive, my bigger factor is going to be positive. So the factors of 10 are 1 and 10, 2 and 5. And my bigger factor is going to be positive, so that makes my smaller factor negative. Negative 1 plus 10 is 9, and negative 2 plus 5 is 3. So that is my correct set of factors. So I'm going to write this as 6x times x minus 2 times x plus 5. So remember, always just start off by checking these problems for a GCF.